Hello, this is me finishing episode 1 of the Shadow and Bone series. I say in my little vlog footage, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna look more presentable when I do an intro. No, I'm about to go do that for episode 2 and beyond, but I just want to get this up. So there will be spoilers. This is my live reaction. I stop and record throughout the episode all of my thoughts and feelings. So if you don't want spoilers for the series, this is spoilery. I do plan on doing some kind of discussion of the whole series later, and also possibly a spoiler-free review of the whole series. So if you're interested in that, that will be coming far later, maybe tomorrow or the day after. But this is spoilers for episode 1 only. So let's get into it. Hello, it's 2 a.m. and I fully did not intend to watch any of this show tonight, but as you probably already heard in the intro, because hopefully I'm filming an intro to this, I decided to. And then I was filming reactions kind of on Instagram, and I was like, no, girl, you're gonna need to actually talk about this on camera. So I fully intended to have natural lighting and to myself to look nice and whatever, but I washed my hair tonight, so that's all a mess, and I'm in my pajamas and whatever, but we're doing it. We're doing it like this. My later episodes that I watch tomorrow, I'll look more presentable then. But do you want my live reactions or not? So I am 12 minutes in, and so far, here are my thoughts. The first thing I noticed was that I love the coloring of the film. I don't know the technical aspects of that, but the vibrancy while also having some warmth, it looks nice. It looks clean, it looks beautiful. I dig it. The first view that we get of the fold, immaculate. Wonderful. Terrifying. It sounds like, you can hear the screams. It looks like hell. It looks like scary lightning hell, and that is valid. I also enjoy that they already are coming in hot with them being Shu. They make very obvious from the beginning, hey, here's the thing we changed. Here's how it's gonna change the narrative. And honestly, already getting those flashback scenes felt, I don't know, it made the relationship between her and Malik so much more interesting and believable. And it's already very obvious that getting to see everybody, not so much, it's not gonna affect the Six of Crows character so much, but as far as Shadow and Bone, getting to be out of Alina's head and getting to kind of see everybody is going to give them so much more personality and dimension, because already with Mal, I'm I like you more. The scene that we've already seen with him and the rabbit, it's sweet baby, that makes me just so much more attached to you than I ever was in the books. I will say it is weird for me that everyone has British accents, but then seeing them in Russian inspired clothing and then hearing the Russian inspired names of cities and stuff, it's just a weird disconnect that I'm having, that I didn't really think about before I was hearing all of them speak. We have just entered Ketterdam. I am 12 minutes in to stop and do this whole reaction thing. Already obsessed. I love the visuals of that city. I love that we open with Jesper. I love that we open with Jesper shooting a coin. And then right now, the reason I stopped screeching was because Kaz popped up, and they're already so good. I've been smiling the entire time that they've all been on screen, because they are just embodying them so much. Look at him. Rude. Now you're all caught up with my feelings. Let's get back to it. I have to film this because I feel like Inez is gonna pop up out of this window. Kaz is in his room washing his gloves. We do the whole dirty hands thing. They haven't said dirty hands yet, but obviously we know, right? We know. Love his outfit. There she is. There she is.
Hello, Nash. What information do you have for me tonight?
I need to do my job.
Okay, something I'm already really loving. It's only been 2 minutes since my last update and I'm already stopping. But something I'm already really loving is that Kaz especially, I mean all of them already, they do feel like teenagers. Yes, are they being played by 20-somethings? Yes. Did I always picture the characters, especially the Six of Crows characters, as older than they actually were? Sure. But just in even Kaz's mannerisms, I'm that's a teenage boy. That's a teenage boy with capital T trauma, but that's a teenage boy. So, good, great. Zoya just appeared, and the, confident, conceited head tilt, just got it down. I'm trying not just say so good every time I check in here, but you're getting my initial reactions where I'm not sitting here and formulating eloquent responses. So I will say right now, if you think I should do giving myself more work, if you think I should do maybe a couple of episode more eloquent summaries, or a half and half, or even a more I don't know, a more comprehensive at the very end official video that's not a vlog style thing, just let me know in the comments, you know, so I can plan now. Because obviously over the next couple of days is I'll be filming and stuff around this. So yeah, but I will say that the scene I just watched with the crows trying to find information in Ketterdam on how to cross the fold, really cool scene. Like good like cinematography, having them show like the different people that they're talking to and just how multicultural and just like city-like. Like that is a big city with a ton of different kinds of people and a ton of different kinds of sources, and they showed that really well in like a 30-second clip. So loved that. This whole thing is just gonna be me going, loved that. I'm trying to be more eloquent, but it's my initial reactions. There's no thoughts, there's just feels. So the Darklings arriving and his evil coach. And it just makes even more obvious, it was like this in the books as well, but it makes even more obvious when you see it visually that like, this is a villain. Like, this is gonna be like not a good guy. I mean, let's see how they end up like actually depicting him in these first few episodes. But the whole thing is it's supposed to be like, ooh, shocker, like we didn't know that he was a black heretic. But it's like he comes in his like very goth, all black coach. So those are, that's sus, you know, those are some villain vibes, obviously. Oh, that other map maker guy has a little crush on her. I don't know if that was a thing in the books. I should probably say this now before I get comments that are like, why aren't you hyper-analyzing everything? I chose not to reread the first book before this came out because I didn't want to be hyper-analyzing everything, knowing that a lot of things would be different. So if during any of my reactions I like don't detect in minute detail, that's not what we're here for. We are not on this channel for that. You can find that somewhere else. This is just, like I said, this is feelings. There's no think. There's no think. I just don't like to reread things before a adaptation comes out because I like to, as much as possible, treat adaptations as separate things. There are a few scenes and a few lines that I really hope are the same, but otherwise I am not looking for a strict adaptation when I watch any kind of adaptation. So yeah, don't remember if that was a thing because I specifically didn't reread it for that reason. I just want the scenes that really stick out to me, that I really want to see, be the only things that are really in my brain. He's the one that's gonna die. Like, I remember if this is the character that's like sort of one of her other little map maker friends. I don't believe that there was like flirting crush feelings in the book, but he's gonna die. Probably also the comic relief friends of Miles are going to die as well. I wouldn't be surprised about that. Oh, she burned the maps and the whole unit's gonna go. It's gonna be her fault that they all die. Yikes. The trauma is starting. I mean, she already has some trauma, obviously, from the upbringing, but we're just gonna make it some complex PTSD.
How are you doing?
We've been assigned the game.
The sound of the fold. It's scary. I have to film this going into the fold scene because I know it's gonna be crazy.
Alright, listen to me, cartographers. Till we reach the Western Dry Docks, you are to remain at your station. Do not, I repeat, do not leave the skip during the crossing.
Like leaving her old life behind, you know, symbolism. The Darklings right there! It's right there! Oh my god. She holds her breath. That's such a good, like, such good acting. Acting. It's so creepy that it's loud outside and like not that loud inside. I'm waiting for a jump scare. I really am. I'm scared. I'm scary. She's like hiding, like, yeah, I shouldn't have come. But also it's gonna be sort of like his fault that she even gets discovered. There's gonna be some interesting dynamics too. Because if he wouldn't have gone in and volunteered, this wouldn't have happened. Oh, here it comes. Oh, and they started with lighting a lantern. Really smart. Yeah, they're like, why the fuck would you do that? Why would you? There it is. There it is. Hell creature from the depths. That is scary. This looks good. Here it comes. Here it comes. She's gonna do it. She's gonna do it. Is she gonna pull like a Wanda grief like explosion? I can see that happening. I would love that. I would love that. It tries it. Here she goes. So the crow stuff is taking place after, 2 weeks after the events of the Shadow and Bone stuff, because we have Alexei, who didn't make it, if I'm remembering correctly, in the books. I mean, obviously. So, like, this is where we have the connection, blah, blah, blah. So now it's going to be like, give me Lena Starkov. Makes more sense. I don't know who the blonde chick is. I don't know if we're supposed to know. Inej made a face a little bit at her, like, tattoo, but I don't know if that's because it was, like, that's a brand for her, you know, like, not having her freedom from, like, the brothel or whatever, or if this is supposed to be someone, but no one, the Heartrenders we know are redheads, correct? So I don't think that's, like, Genya or anybody. I mean, why would she be in Ketterdam? Could be wrong. The chills I got when he said it was a sun summoner, and then Inej being like, because she, like, believes in things. I'm so emotional about them. Okay, episode 1, to wrap up my thoughts. Obviously, we kind of knew this from the trailer, like how they were gonna wrap in the crows to go and get her. But the thing with this is, and I know that, you know, criminal mob boss men think they're, like, real powerful, but I'm like, not so much like the crows, but, like, do y'all think that you can just, like, grab a sun summoner who's, like, a magical user from legend, just, like, easy? And, like, I know they're paying, like, 1 million kruga, but, like, how do you think, like, mere humans are gonna do this? Like, even Pekka Rollins is, like, crew of Peaky Blinders type dudes. Like, I just... what? I don't know. But anyway, this was all kind of stuff that we saw from the trailer. So now, I mean, not all of it, obviously, but the next episodes are now going to be more like new stuff that we obviously haven't seen, more so. So yeah, but comment below, let me know your thoughts on episode 1. Please, 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 if you've watched the whole series, do not leave any comments for the rest of the episodes. Please leave the comment section only to episode 1. I cannot moderate everything immediately, but if I do see comments about later things or hinting at later things, I will delete them if I can find them, you know, all of that. I will be uploading a ton of videos, like, back to back over the next day or so with all of the episode reactions like this. Let me know if you like this style of vlog for it. I mean, I'm gonna keep doing it, so I hope you like it. And again, if you want a more put together, you know, later kind of discussion of everything, like a wrap up at the end, that's more structured, then I can do that as well. So yeah, let me know your episode 1 thoughts. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you very soon with episode 2. Bye.